stop setting fitness goals like this. So many clients do it, and it's not the end of the world when someone comes to me and they have a goal that's like, I want abs by summer, or I want to be shredded by my wedding, or whatever it might be. Obviously, a lot of my clients as an online coach for over 9 years do come to me with a very specific goal. But the issue with that is it never is specific enough. It's always pretty vague. When someone says to me, I want to have abs by summer, I think, well, I don't know your current body fat percentage. We also don't even know at what body fat percentage exactly you're going to get abs. So what it is really important to do is zoom out to zoom back in. And what I mean by that is when you have a goal of, I want to, wear shorts by summer, you need to know what that actually means. What point are you going to feel good to wear shorts? Is it when your legs are a certain shape? Is it when you get rid of some of the cellulite? Is it when they're stronger and more toned? How does that actually look to get the result you're after? Because saying I want to have abs by summer, I want to wear shorts by summer is quite a vague thing. Unless you have something very specific, like I want to be able to do a pull-up by this date, or I want to be able to run a marathon on this date, you need to zoom out. How does the goal look? How are you going to feel when you get there? And what does it actually mean to achieve that goal? A lot of my clients come to me just saying they want to feel more confident, lose more weight, and I always try and get them to push more on that, because obviously that's fine, and again, for a lot of people that is how they feel, but I really want to know exactly what the goal is, and then what can we do to achieve it, and how does it actually look? Because the more vague you are with the goal, the harder it is to know if you've got there. I've had this mistake before over the last 9 years where I've had clients just say, I just want to feel better in my skin. And obviously, we kind of know what that means, because we all know when we don't feel good in our skin, and we kind of know when we feel good in our skin. But so many factors come into that. I've had clients that objectively look amazing, have made loads of progress, in amazing shape, and they do feel good in their skin most of the time, but they still have the odd day where they don't feel great. Their period comes and they're bloated and they feel terrible. And if you ask them on those days if they've achieved their goal, they're going to say no, because they feel a bit low and bloated. So it's really important to have a very precise goal that you can then work backwards from. If you know to get your abs by summer, you need to be this body fat percentage, which you're probably going to be at this weight, then you know what you need to do between now and then to get there. If you're just saying I need abs by summer, again, like I said, unless it's more specific, it's going to be very hard to achieve that. You're kind of shooting for something that's a little bit up in the air. So the more precise you can be, the better. Now, I did say zoom out to zoom back in. And what I mean by that is once you are more precise, you know exactly what you need to do, you need to actually stop obsessing over that goal. And you just need to do the maths and the science and the data between getting from A to B, the end goal. So you need that goal to be precise and clear, and then you need to work backwards. Okay, if you want to be 20% body fat on the 9th of June, that's my birthday. I've just picked that date because it's my birthday. Please feel free to wish me a happy birthday in the comments on that day if you happen to be watching. You need to work out, okay, I'm now this body fat percentage, I need to lose this amount of weight. To do that, I need to be in a 500 calorie deficit a day or a 600 calorie deficit a day. Therefore, I'm going to be eating 400 calories less and moving an extra 200 calories. You need to work backwards and know what you need to achieve every single week, every single day, and what those habits look like. Because so many of us get so obsessed with that end goal of feeling good or whatever it might be. One, again, it's not precise enough, but two, unless you actually know what you need to do between now and then to get there, you don't know if you're in the right direction, you don't know if you're going in the right direction. That's where coaching comes really handy. So if you are interested in more coaching and some accountability one-to-one where I can do this for you and guide you exactly what you need to do, obviously link is in my bio, and also drop a comment below and I will drop you some more information. But it is incredible how many people are very vague with their goals, are a bit up in the air with the goals, and they don't do the maths of what they need to do to get there. So work backwards, small achievable habits that you can then learn to be consistent with will be such a game changer. And even if you don't have a coach, try and do a weekly check-in with yourself. Look at the data. Have you lost the weight on the average of the week that you wanted to? Have you managed to hit a certain PB in the gym that you're trying to aim for? Did you manage to progress your workouts? Did you show up and drink your water every day? Do your steps every day? Did you do the habits that you have worked out that you need to do to get to that week-long goal, which is going to get to your month-long goal, which is going to get to the end goal? I hope that's nice and clear and hopefully wasn't more confusing. But if you want to actually make a life-changing transformation, get into incredible shape, get strong, get fit, whatever it might be, you need to be precise. You need to be clear. It needs to be time-bound. Ideally, it doesn't have to be time-bound, but I do think the time-bound goals tend to work better. And it needs to then work backwards and work on the habits, how to get consistent and how to achieve that goal without failing, without losing consistency, and making sure you can maintain the results as well. And hopefully this gave gave you some tips, tricks, a bit of advice on what you need to be doing. Like I said, any more information that you might need or a bit of help you need, drop me a comment or drop me a message as well. And make sure you're obviously subscribed.